Hello and welcome to another video. My name's Faye.
I'm Simon.
And we are a UK reselling couple.
We have got an epic video for you today. You are not going to want to miss this. I've been waiting to put this video out for well over a year. The story actually starts in August 2020. Now this video is about epic auction sales. We're going to talk about some of our favourite sales in the last 2 or 3 years. But this video is about our best sale ever.
Before we talk about that, we're going to show you some sales. Are you ready to pick our sales for over the Christmas period?
Yes.
We are going straight in with some vintage Johnson Brothers summer chintz sauces in crate 10.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them.
Oh. These ones?
Yes, that's them. They cost £2.14. They were a Facebook Marketplace pickup. They sold for £16.99 in 3 months.
Love selling summer chintz, don't we?
We
It's
do.
an easy one to spot as well.
Stay over there, crate 1.
Yeah.
It's a vintage Denby Bakewell mug in brown. Just one of them.
Like
Yeah,
stuff on it.
not Bakewells, but yeah, that. That cost £1.99. That sold for £12.99 plus post in 3 months. Then we've got a tea set. It's the vintage Royal Albert Masquerade tea set. Surprised this didn't sell quicker. It's in a box or
What is it? Like cup sauces?
tea set, 4 cups and saucers, a sugar bowl and a jug. Yeah, I thought this would sell really quickly because it's really nice. Cost £7.50.
Have a look.
And it sold for £33.99 plus post in 2 months.
Oh, nice set.
It is a nice set.
Okay.
Then we've got crate 24.
Yes.
Is it down here? It's the vintage Wedgwood oval platter medium. It should have medium written on it, I reckon.
Oh.
Is that the medium one?
Medium white 14-inch.
Nice.
Is that the one?
Yes. That cost 81p. That was in an auction job lot and that sold for £21.99 in a month.
Nice.
Then we've got crate 6.
Crate 6.
It's a vintage
We're
hot.
doing this because it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, a vintage hot wine glass, one of them. Cut crystal, it's got on like a tall stem.
What's that one?
Yeah, that cost 54p and that sold for £9.99 plus post in 2 months. That was in an auction lot. Then we've got the Freeze wallpaper border. It is a vintage Night Rider. There we go. It's just like a length. It's not in its packet or anything.
It's like 13 feet long or something.
It's 380 centimetres long. That cost 81p and sold for £27 and 19p within a month. Are you barking at people going for a walk out there having fun? Are you? They love Christmas. Didn't you love Christmas? You did. Right, crate 25. Over here.
Yeah.
Vintage Wedgwood gravy sauce boat and stand.
Oh yes. Yeah, and I took a photo of this to remind me to check that there was definitely 2 because I noticed there was still one available.
Ah.
And there is, so this is the Greek key pattern one again, isn't it?
Yeah. That cost 81p and sold for £19.99 in a month. And that was in a job lot from auction. Then we got crate 28.
Yeah.
Got a vintage crystal perfume scent bottle with stopper. It's quite small.
Like that one.
Yep, that's it. That cost, it says £14.52. It didn't cost £14.52. Let's say it cost £1. That sold for £7 plus post. I haven't worked out the cost price yet.
Cool. Slacking.
Yeah, that sold within the month.
And you thought all your jobs were done before Christmas?
Yeah, crate 4. Summer chintz oval platter. This was in the same job lot as the sauces that I just showed you. This cost £2.14, sold within 3 months. That was a Facebook Marketplace pickup. It went for £17.99. Crate 26.
Yeah.
A vintage JHC & Co Wellington Trio Cup saucer and side plate. And it's got a picture of like a lady on the side. That's it.
Oh, good.
That cost £1.45 and that came from the auction. That sold within a month for £17.59.
Lovely.
Then we've got, to the same person, crate 24.
Yeah.
A vintage Wedgwood sauce tureen, 2 of them. That's them. It's the Greek key again. There they go. One's got a spoon in there. And they cost 81p for the pair. And they also bought, in crate 25, the vintage cheese dome. It's the top one, I think. Yep. That's unbranded, but it's very similar to the Wedgwood, and that cost 81p as well. And together they sold for £51.98 within a month.
It's got the Greek key on it.
Yeah.
Different colours.
And they also bought on a separate order something else.
Yes.
It's in crate 2. A vintage Johnson Brothers English Chippendale pink rimmed oval serving bowl.
That one.
Yeah, that cost 78p, and that sold for £11.99 plus post. So
Right.
that's the cheese dome and the 2 tureens with the spoon. Did you bring in the Irish Army's Forgotten Battle?
Oh, is that the Siege thing?
Yeah.
No, that's Amazon's dispatching that.
Oh, okay. Got Empires of the Void board game. This cost £5, sold for £24.99. That took 3 months to sell. That was from a charity shop, I think.
I think I started it at 50 quid. I was a bit hopeful because there's not too many of them about, but they don't really sell too quick either.
Crate 2, behind you. It's the vintage Cartier d'Ar candlestick holder, 3 holes, brown.
You sell that?
Yeah, that's coming up next.
Brown.
Yeah, it's quite big.
I don't think that's in here then.
Okay, well that jug that you just touched, that's a Myatt Sons and Co. Art Deco pinch neck jug. That cost 77p. Took 6 months to sell for £15. That was from auction. And then we've got the
Tablet.
This was ours.
Well, yeah, so this has already been in a video and it fully works. But the thing is about it is it's like, I don't know, 6-7 years old or whatever, the technology in it. So
it's an Asus tablet ZenPad.
They returned it because it didn't connect to their Wi-Fi. Now it connects to our Wi-Fi fine. So I've tried to make it even clearer that this is old tech. You know, there's things you can't do on old tech, and that's just the way it is. However, I think we sold it for £5 more than we sold it for last time. So
nice. It sold for £24.99 plus post. It was free to us. I actually won it in a competition a few years ago.
Yes.
So let's find this candlestick.
Yeah, I know exactly what it looks like. So I've sent that many offers on it. Shouldn't be hard to find. I'm wondering if it's in.
It's ceramic, quite big.
Maybe it's.
It's here. It's in crate 3.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
That cost 50p, and that sold for £15.99 plus post. Got that at a garage sale.
As I said earlier, this video is about auctions, why we love auctions. For me, auctions provide a real kind of treasure chest of goodies. You never know what you're going to find. Stuff that you won't see in charity shops or other places. You won't see this sort of stuff at car boot sales. And if you do, people are often emotionally attached to things. So it's kind of hard to get really good prices for some of the stuff that we look for.
It's just everything's in one place for you to have a look at. You haven't got to trawl the high streets, trawl the car boots. Some of the things we've got from auction, you could never imagine picking up, and we've learned so much. It is definitely a learning curve, and it's a great way for us to buy stock in bulk.
Yeah, so some of our most memorable sales we're just going to quickly talk about before we talk about our best ever sale. You're going to love it. I just picked out a few things. They're not necessarily the most expensive items we've sold. They're not necessarily the quickest sales that we've had. But the first one's going back to June last year, June 2023. Faye bid on a box. There was some bits and pieces sitting in the top.
We actually did a video about the lot that this was in. It was Lalique Nina Ricci Le Air de Temps perfume bottle, and it had a rare green glass dove lid. And I paid a whopping 73p for that. It was in a lot of other stuff. And that sold for $199.99.
I've put a picture on. Some of the pictures that you're going to see are, I've had to get off Terapeak, so you can't get good quality pictures. But I did find all the items that we're talking about. The next one was in the same lot.
It was in May of 2023. It was the Baccarat Ginkgo Vase S Clear Crystal. And it was a beautiful, beautiful vase. It was brand new in its box. I don't know how no one else bid on this lot, because the box was on the top of the lot. Hundreds of people would have walked past it. But I got that in the same lot as the perfume bottle. So that also cost me 73p. And that sold for £175. You might be thinking, well, how many things did you get? 73p each. I didn't spend much at all on that lot.
We did a standalone video about it. I think it was around £30, £35 for the whole lot. So even if you'd not sold anything else out of that tub for those two items, is insane. And can you imagine if those items ended up in a charity shop?
Oh.
Wonder what the charity shop would have wanted to charge for those, because they are obviously, you know, doing research nowadays. So the next item was in April 2023, and this is a great little pickup, this one.
It was an inflatable ring, like a pool ring, and it was actually an Adele branded item, as in Adele the singer, and it was sort of merchandise based on her I Drink Wine song. And it's a limited edition. It's sold out online. It was in its box. I paid £14.10 for that. That was just on its own, and I sold it for £100.
And that sold really quick as well, didn't it?
It went to America, GSP. But I think you should talk about a couple, because this is all me. Have you picked up anything?
Yeah, so we are going to be talking about our biggest ever sale. It's a huge one. We can't wait to tell you. Please, if you're enjoying the video so far, please just stop by, give it a thumbs up. The next item we sold in 2022, it was March. I remember we were out for dinner.
With your parents?
Yeah, and it was the Beatles' White Album. It was quite an early release. It was, I think it was in the 20,000s as the albums are pressed on the White Album. The number is on the front. I had to do a bit of research. You know, that album, the White Album, you can, different eras, different ages, they can sell from anything from, you know, £20 right up. This one cost me £22.99 as a part of a job lot with some other bits and pieces in it. They all sold. Everything I think out of that job lot sold for profit, but this one sold for £300, and I was absolutely chuffed with it. And the next memorable auction pickup and sale was an arcade 1-up Capcom Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. Now, we moved house in 2019, and we moved with it. It just sat in the barn, big box, flat pack box, and we bought it with us. And finally in 2022, so that was 2.5 years after we actually moved, I got around to getting it in this room. And again, I did a video about it and checked all the bits were there and sold it. We paid £79. And it sold for £284.99.
The next one is some Musto Performance MPX trousers. They're like sort of salopettes, and they're only a size small. And I remember they were in a small lot, I think, with a couple of life jackets. And yeah, unisex red sailing sort of fishing trousers. I paid £3.50 for them, and they sold for £129.99.
And the last memorable item, which links us nicely to our best ever sale, which we're going to talk about very shortly, was a buffet crampon Paris Cooper flute. It was picked up at the same time as our best ever sale that we're going to talk about shortly. Back in January 2021 that it sold. We sat on it for a little while before we listed it, and we listed it and it sold for £89.99. It cost us £22.56. We knew absolutely nothing about flutes, musical instruments. It was just a case it was sold individually. We had a quick look, looked like we thought we could get maybe £100 for it. We didn't hit far off that, £89.99 that sold for. So our best ever sale that we're talking about now, we have to go back to May 2022. So this item, we had done some research for the couple of months before that, and we needed to make a trip to a specialist. I documented that little part of the journey, and that's where we pick up this story. We've got an exciting day ahead tomorrow. We are off on a road trip to South London to hopefully sell a flute or get a flute appraised for sale. So it's pretty exciting. We're getting up quite early, got a 2-hour journey.
I'm driving.
We're looking forward to seeing what the day brings.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day.
So here it is. We have had this since August 2020. There she is. Fingers crossed. That was pretty successful, wasn't it?
Very successful, yes. Very happy. High fived when we got in the car, didn't we? And we did it again.
Yeah. So we went in and we knew that the flute needed some sort of general maintenance. We visited placing about half an hour from us previously. Was that this year? Last year, that must have been.
Yeah.
And they had a look over it and told us what it needed doing, but they couldn't do it because they didn't specialise in that brand. Hence, we're down in South London.
South London.
Literally, we could have gone either way around the M25. That's how. So we're going to do the full lap probably today. If we go back the other way. Yeah, we got down here and had an appointment. The guy had a look at it. They have a waiting list of 5 months for repairs and maintenance on a walk-in, but if you're selling through consignment with them, you get bumped to the top of the list and it'll be a couple of weeks. So he had a look at it, quoted us between £180 and £200 for the repairs. Had a small tiny little dent that he only actually spotted as we were chatting after he'd looked at it. Also, it had something that needed sort of resoldering.
Oh yeah, the join, like where two bits join together.
And the bumpers or whatever, the little pads that go under the
buttons,
bits, valves. Yeah, 4 of those need replacing, and that's the part that the previous people didn't specialise in. So we'll get it repaired, or they'll repair it, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks it'll be done, and they'll pass it to the sales team who will photograph it and put it on their subscription website. So they have a website with hundreds and hundreds of members all around the world, and when new items go for sale, they all get notified.
It's about 800 people, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's just the people that are signed up.
Yeah, it's kind of like a right move. He described it as a right move for flutes. So we're really happy with that. He basically said, you know, in terms of this model, this flute, it's got all the bells and whistles, it's got everything making it sellable. He said, oh, I thought it was a 2100, but I see it's a conservatoire, which is really great. So that was really good.
He also said that now is a really good time to sell flutes, like the market's skyrocketed. So that's what we wanted to hear, because we've kind of been sitting on this for a little while, well, 2 years. So it's possibly paid off, hopefully, fingers crossed, because like sort of the music industry is coming back. Like a lot of musicians are self-employed, they weren't protected by the government when everywhere closed, and some of them had to sell their instruments just to sort of live. So yeah, it's a really good time to be selling flutes apparently.
They take a 20% commission after sale, but because he really liked it, and this could just be sales patter or whatever, but he had no reason to drop anything, but he dropped it to 18 because he said it's just a really nice piece and I want to sell it. So Faye went for 15%, but we were sort of smirking as we said it. He was just like, you know, no, that's what it is. So that was cool.
Because he said they don't just sit on their hands, they do Facebook advertising, they do Google AdWords, so they do put it out there. So that's good to hear that they're really trying to sell it. So.
Yeah, and that's fine by us, because at the end of the day we paid £77 for this flute. So paying £200 to have it put to standard. You know, they really liked it. He said it's going to clean up very, very nicely. It's going to look great. And then taking 20%, you know, I haven't got a problem with that at all. I don't even think about that number. The only number I'm thinking about is the number that is going to come to us.
Interestingly as well, I asked if having the original wooden case, leather pouch and cardboard box added to the value, and he said no.
No, he said they're nice to have, but they don't add value to that. So that's a little bit different to other categories, isn't it?
Yeah, collectibles are normally, or like things are worth more when they've got their original packaging or box.
Yeah, but yeah, so if you're on the general hunt, on the lookout, definitely look out for flutes. So the value that he's given us today, that they will try and sell it for, which is basically, he said around 2/3 of the new market they'll sell used. So if the new flute is £100, they'll try and sell it for around about £66. Now I know what this flute was worth brand new, so when he told me the number that they will try and sell it for, I was very happy with that number. I knew already that was kind of the market value because I'd done a little bit of research, although that research was 5 or 6 months ago. So yeah, they're going to put it up for sale with a reserve of they'll take 18%, so hopefully we could get, you know, around just over for it from £77.
Plus the £40 doggy daycare and a bit of fuel.
Yeah. So keep watching and we'll keep you updated. Here's a little update for you. I've just had notification that the flute has been serviced. I just had a text message from the repairer. So it's been fixed or maintained. It cost £190. That has now been paid, and now we've just got to wait for it to get catalogued and put up for sale.
So that last bit was June 22. So what happened next?
It was with the right person to sell it. It was for sale. We certainly didn't want to sell it on eBay. Other options that we had were sending it to America. Could have maybe sold quicker there, but we waited and we waited and we waited and nothing happened. I got on the phone every few months and just kind of said, is there any interest? And they'd had some interest and all of that, but at the end of the day, nothing had amounted to a sale.
I know, I sort of kept nagging you, didn't I?
Yeah, Faye, every sort of month or so would sort of say, you know, what's happening with it? And I'm kind of like, your guess is as good as mine. It was like a nice problem to have, but it did sort of start to
drag its feet.
Yeah, and we, even to the point where we started contacting other people. Now, the item itself was still down in South London, so we couldn't really kind of show it to anyone to sell it. If we wanted to sell it elsewhere, we were going to need to go back to South London, take it off sale, essentially cancel our commission contract with them, and tout it around elsewhere. As I said, we certainly weren't ever looking to sell it on eBay. That would just have ended in disaster, I'm sure. But we even contacted other sort of prestige, what we thought were prestige auction houses, and a lot of them either didn't reply or weren't interested. We even contacted London Road.
Dan Hatfield, he's the pawnbroker guy. He goes on This Morning and stuff, but he was in £1 Million Pawn, which we watched, but he supposedly does like high value items, but he wasn't interested either. The
problem that we had was this item's very niche. You know, you're looking for exactly the right buyer. We talked about a little bit in the video, you know, back then it was post-pandemic, and we thought, I think both of us thought it would sell a lot quicker than it did. So
one morning I was sort of just waking up. I knew Simon was awake next to me looking at his phone, and I was sort of snoozing, trying to sort of draw it out as long as I could, and he sort of nudged me and was like, look at this. And what was the dealio? What happened?
So I'd open my banking app. Don't know why. No idea why.
You never do that?
I never do that. I don't really even look at my phone when I wake up. But I did for some reason that morning.
We're just going to go back to the barn and just do some more picking. It is very interesting. There's some good stuff going out. Are you ready to start our first picking session of 2024?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I am.
Let's hit it. Crate 26.
There we go. Where are we? The lucky first pick of 2024.
This is a vintage Whitefriars ruby bark bowl, art glass red.
It's a slow start, so I'm looking for a bowl that's red.
Yeah, it's not your typical like dessert bowl. It's like a straight edge glass red bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
A red bowl that's glass.
Yeah.
I've got to put glass.
Well, I packed this box, I think.
I can't see it.
That's not a good start, is it? What's under this thing here?
Under this.
No, that's not a good start.
Come back to that then. What a start. Hopefully
That's not
this isn't a sign of 2024.
Yeah. Crate 21.
The lucky first pick of 2024.
Yeah, crate 21.
Could be in here.
Oh, better be in there. Vintage Bilton's Colour Roll Spring Bouquet Coupe Cereal Bowl. 4 of them. Those.
These?
Yeah, 4 of them.
I thought a coupe.
Yeah, this is what they were called though.
Ah, so yeah, because
Coupes can often do with handles.
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's those.
Oh,
Those 4 bowls cost a total of 25p and sold for $19.99, and they sold within a month. Crate 6. The vintage retro sherry port liquor schooner glass, 6 of them. These are really cute. They've all got coloured bases, yes. They cost a total of £3.63 and sold for $24.99 and sold within a month. They were both of those things were auction pickups, by the way. Then we've got the Ridge Raiders Matchbox vehicle tank.
this has been listed for so long, and it's been down to like £2 plus post, and every now and again I just sort of relist it, put the price up in the vain hope that someone one day it's exactly what they're looking for, and it turned out
It was. It's 15 months that took to sell. It has a 0 cost price because it must have been in some other stuff.
it was in with the massive Army Men bundle.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Long time ago.
And that sold for $6.25 plus post. That was a Facebook Marketplace pickup, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I've still got a few bits and bobs that I put aside that I never listed in a little bag, which one day I'll look at and maybe they'll sell in 15 months too.
Crate 11.
Yeah.
The vintage Royal Dalton Boots Imagination Soup Cup and Saucer ×2.
Oh.
Got a story about these, haven't you?
Yeah. Here they are.
These cost £1.11 for the pair, and they sold within 3 months for $22.99.
And interestingly, made for boots. We were on our way back from the trip, and they sold, and on eBay, and then I think I noticed a notification from Etsy, sold on Etsy. Then a minute later, I saw them also sold on eBay. Same person had bought both. They were obviously looking for 4. Cross-lister are on the free version of Zip Sale, phasing it out. As far as I'm concerned, we haven't discussed our 2024 hopes, dreams and aspirations yet, but certainly at the back end of 23 that's where we were going. And yeah, so we hadn't delisted them on eBay or whichever one sold first. So I messaged a customer via Etsy, happy to cancel the sale on Etsy because my interest in Etsy is, well, dwindling.
Dwindling.
Waning, yeah.
Dwindling.
New word, dwindling. Cross between dwindling and waning. Dwindling. So, and they said, yeah, no problem, fine, and we'll probably get a strike on the Etsy account and all that, but really, do I give it? No, I don't. My care for Etsy is waned.
Yeah. They were an auction pickup. I don't know if I said that. Then we've got an item on the shelf. I can see him. He's the Tetley man.
This Tetley man.
Fred Gaffer, yes.
Fred the Gaffer.
This is a Kim & Miller official Tetley Teabags Gaffer ceramic storage jar. This took less than a month to sell. It cost 81p and sold for $12.99 plus post. It has got a chip on his foot, which was at the back, which was declared in the listing. So happy with that. That was an auction job lot to pick up. Crate 23.
Yes.
Mason and Cash oval pie dish, 5 of them.
These ones?
Yes. These cost a total of 49p and sold for $15.99 within 2 months. They were in a job lot from auction as well.
Sort of thing you get a little lasagna or something in a pub
Yes.
out of. Very small lasagna that would be. I'd be really disappointed with that.
Then we've got the Dusty Dimples 75-25 sock yarn, 75% merino, 25% nylon, and these were given to us free to sell, and they sold for $23.99 within a month. They're discontinued on the website that they come from. Crate 20 Troubadour.
Oh, that's up here, isn't it?
Yep, it's a
20. Let's get the step. Yeah.
It's standing right on the edge. It's going to tip over. There we go. Vintage Denby Troubadour T side plates, 6 of them.
It's got to be those because the only other plates are strapped to a bunch of cups.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they cost £3.13 and sold for $20.92 within 2 months, and they were a Facebook Marketplace pickup. Crate 8, a vintage Art Deco Salby amber glass lily vase. It's the amber glass.
That thing?
No.
Damn. I just saw orange and thought, yes.
Amber is not orange. That's it. There we go. That cost £4.16, which is a lot of money, and sold for $10.79 plus post, and that took 4 months to sell in a job lot from auction. Can't function without coffee, can you?
Not very well.
Crate 27. It's a vintage oriental brush pot, porcelain, white and blue, hexagonal. It's small. Yes.
Brush pot, is this the sort of thing when you don't know what something's for and you just call it a pen pot or a brush pot?
Yeah. Cost 71p, sold for £9 plus post within a month. That was in a job lot from auction. Then we've got a Morning Star. It's the Royal Dalton Morning Star jug. Yep. That's going to a repeat buyer. That cost £1.42, took 4 months to sell, and that sold for $13.49 plus post. That was from auction. And we've got crate 27.
Yep.
It's a vintage Caravaggio, sorry for my pronunciation, Portugal ginger jar and lid. Now it could be that one. No, it's not that one. There's another one in there, I think.
Not with a lid, there's not.
Okay, let's have a look then. Has it got flour? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That cost £1.82 from auction. Took a month to sell for £19. Then we've got crate 24. Down here. So at the back right, it's a vintage Limoges sugar bowl with lid, white, gold, blue, floral cauldron style with handles. That cost 97p, and that sold for $12.99 plus post, and that is going to America, I think, and that sold within a month. We've got some fabric. It's given to us for free to sell. Peter Rabbit and Friends Fat Quarter Fabric Bundle, 100% cotton. Sold for $9.99 plus post.
Barg.
What was the price on there?
$15.75.
Nice. We've got a pair of shoes. These are Unzi high heel shoes, size 5, brown and gold with sequins and embroidered. These cost like £2. They sold for $18.99 plus post. That was a pickup from someone Simon knows
I think they were
in
like
bulk.
£2.27 or something.
Okay. Then we've got, I think it's the last lot of TG hair products.
Yeah.
50.
They're the little sample sachets. There's actually 57, so they're getting a bargain. Yeah.
They cost 50p for the lot and sell for $4.99 plus post within 3 months.
It's actually a bit of a relist, that one, so they kind of sold sort of within a week because I've got rid of the bulk to one customer.
Oh yeah. Crate 15. Vintage Royal Dalton Expressions Windermere side plates, 8 of them. There they are, right by your left hand. These cost £1.50 from a charity shop a month ago, and these sold for $27.99. Then we've got crate 22, which is down there. Art Forum Cats Farmyard Fun figures. Buster, Biggles and Bones, set of 3. No.
Little cats.
It's a modern thing.
They've got a chip in it.
Yeah, that's it. It's not chipped, it's his ear.
Oh yeah.
Do that to me. that sort of trio comes apart, but it's also like fits together like a jigsaw, so you can have them 1 or 3 ornaments. That costs
wonderful.
that costs 15p. Sold within a month for £18. Then we've got crate 27.
Again.
Yeah, a vintage oriental ginger jar without a lid, with birds and flowers on it.
Birds, flowers.
Yeah, that's it. That cost 71p from auction, sold within a month for £18. Now we've got to find this one we can't find.
Yeah, I also sold these on Amazon. They were some envelopes that I couldn't send into Amazon, so seller fulfilled it. Sold for like $5.99, cost, what was that, big stationery bundle, 50p or 47p or something like that.
Pence.
Okay, what am I looking for? Show me the picture.
It's apparently in crate 26.
It's not that, is it?
No, but it was listed at the same time as that.
It's like round, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was listed at the same time. It's not in the same crate then.
Is this where it was meant to be, 27?
It's in 26.
Because
it says 26. I don't know.
Oh, 26, yeah. Oh, this is insane. I found the red Whitefriars ashtray bowl type thing, and Faye's looked for it. I looked for it earlier. I went through every single tub, pulled every single tub out. We checked a couple of other areas as well. We checked that we hadn't sold it before and all that sort of stuff. And it was marked down as crate 26. And Faye's out at the moment. I thought I'll just have one more look because it needs to be dispatched today. We have already done the post, but should be able to get it out anyway. It's popping out later. Lo and behold, it is in here. Can you see it? Can you see it here? It is in here. There it is. So this cost £1.82 and sold for £15.99 in around 1 month. I have sold these barrel side plates, 5 of them. They cost 49p, sold for £15.99 in a month. And this cap, sort of brass, I guess, ornament, and this cost 50p. It's taken 18 months to sell and sold for £9.38. So it was June 2022 that we put the item for sale, and it was August 23 that Faye was rudely awoken by me nudging her with waving my phone in her face. We'd had discussion, we'd agreed sort of price drops over that year to try and get it shifted. I'd lowered my sort of reserve, if you like, and lo and behold, the item sold for £6,595.
And how much did we pay?
We paid £77.56 for the item at auction, but we also paid £190 to have it serviced, so that is £266.56. We spent fuel, we took a day out to go down to Croydon. So after the vendor took their commission, we were left with £5,170.48.